I'm Sarah Hutchison. I'm here for SoundOffFairbury.com, and we're here with special guest Don Trim to provide some instruction on self-defense. And the big thing to remember in self-defense is knowledge is power. So if you don't feel that you're prepared for an attack, maybe it's time for some lessons. Maybe it's one-on-one instruction. We do have the martial arts studio. Brooks Bryan is the owner. You can give him a call and he can set you up with lessons. Or there's a lot of other resources. You might find some books, videos, online videos, DVDs, that sort of thing. One thing to keep in mind, only you can defend yourself.
To properly defend yourself, you have to be aware of your surroundings. Being aware of your surroundings does not mean making a quick sweep of everything. You're going to miss something. Sweep in about 20-degree angles, okay? Don't be afraid. Be angry. Don't show fear, show your aggression. Remember, many times the victim is killed so they can't testify against their attacker. Remember the KISS principle too. Whatever tactic you choose to do, make it simple, not complicated. Okay, there are several nerves that you can attack. One of the nerves is the brachial plexus nerve, which runs along the neck here between two muscle groups. By using the reinforced thumb in there, you can create a lot of damage. Even a flat hand like that can cause a lot of pain. Okay, the next one is the radial nerve. The radial nerve runs on top of here. It's also used by Secret Service as a disarmament move. The hypoglossal nerve is directly under here. By exerting pressure up here fast, you can create a lot of pain on the person. The other one is the common peroneal nerve. It is down on the thigh, about 4 inches above the knee, and maybe about 1 inch back from the seam. But in order to be effective on that, you've really got to nail that nerve and under the nose. Works good for pulling people out of chairs. You put it under the nose like that, bring them up, and they'll come directly up. The secret is to do it fast, because the human body will react to the pain quickly, and they will be able to withstand that pain.
I have a question. Talking about nerves, even though it's not really a nerve, but the organs of your eyes are very tender, so thumbs into eyes would be a good one.
Thumbs into eyes, and I have a friend who's the deputy sheriff up in Sarpy County. He teaches a class, and he says, put the thumbs in the eyes. If the eyeballs fall out, that's too bad. Right. Because this person is here to do you dirt, maybe even kill you. Okay, what you do? You blink. Your eyes are very sensitive to everything. So if I direct something at your eyes, it's going to distract you. Yeah. The eyes are another good place to go to. There are two types of kicks to use when confronted by an adversary. They are the front snap kick, which is basically taught in the martial art of Taekwondo, and the front kick, which is taught basically to police officers in defensive tactics. And let's have a demonstration first of the front snap kick. Ready? Ready. Okay, distract me. Distract him.
My distract technique right now is spitting, but I'm not going to spit on him. So I've just distracted him by spitting on him. Real fast. Did you get that? Okay.
Okay, next kick.
Okay, as a woman, I know that I don't have the upper body strength to do a lot of damage with my fists. Women carry a lot of power in their hips, and also the elbows can be used as weapons. I've seen a video of a woman being attacked from behind, and how she got out of it was to create space by swinging her elbows and looking out over her head, and by the time she got done with that guy, he was about 6 foot away from her due to the force struck by her elbows. So if you can create some space by using the most damaging parts of your body, which for a woman is not her fist generally, and also using knee kicks to the torso, the front snap kick to the groin, or the front kick to the stomach, should cause enough pain for you to at least get away. And like he said earlier, once you've done a little bit of damage and you've got the guy off you for the time being and have some space, get the hell out of there.
Any of these kicks, you want to deliver the kick, deliver the blow, and get out of there quick. Snap kick, once you snap in, snap back out. Don't let your opponent have the opportunity to grab your leg and flip you over. Same with the stomach kick. The stomach kick is not as disabling, but about the time your foot is up there and he grabs like that, kiss yourself goodbye. So make it quick. Snap it. Do that.
little bit about how to not be a victim. I think as women we're always somewhat trained to look out for perpetrators, but at the same time we may be making ourselves appear weak or helpless. So a few tips on not looking like a victim: walk with your head up, your shoulders back, nice tall posture, make eye contact, be aware of all of your surroundings. We talked about that earlier. You should know what cars are parked where. You should know if you saw Joe walking down the street. You should know what houses you're near or what businesses you're by, so that if something does happen, you can give a good record of the account. So when walking from point A to point B when you're alone, don't be fumbling with your keys or your cell phone or digging through your purse. Have all that ready. Be prepared. Walk purposely from point A to point B. Make eye contact with everyone you come into contact with. If that person knows that you can recognize him, he's going to be less likely to attack you. You can try some diversionary techniques. We talked about maybe looking over his shoulder as if there's someone behind, yelling, screaming, spitting, anything you can do to take some attention away from what he's thinking about doing to you. So, looking like a victim, walking along with your head down, not sure where you're going, fumbling with your keys and your cell phone, have no idea what's going on around you, or walking with your spine erect, your head scanning from side to side, making sure that everyone knows that you know what's up. Okay, so those are just some tips coming from, I'm not an expert, but I'm a woman, and I've been in a lot of situations alone, and so far I've been lucky, and I hope that continues, but I think a lot can be said for not looking like a victim, so don't. Okay, so we're going to talk about possible weapons that women could have in their purse to use in a defense of an attack. And he gave me this funky little thing, and I can't remember the name of it.
That's a homemade kubaton.
Kubaton.
Invented by a Japanese guy named Takubone.
Okay.
But it also works if you have a ballpoint pen. It's pretty strong too.
Okay. And what would I use this for?
Okay, number one, a regular kubaton, and that too has, it's a little sharper there. Okay. Now I would use this to poke you.
Okay.
Okay, I could poke you right here in the sternum, and you'd be in agony. I could come around here, the brachial plexus, and do you too. This is handy too. If somebody comes up and bear hugs you from behind, you just grind it in.
Okay.
And believe you me, it's painful.
Bones in the hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any place, use it as a Yawara stick to hit, and if you're going to hammer fist, the old thing was you put a roll of quarters in your hand if you don't hurt your knuckles. Okay, you put this in your hand too, if you're going to hammer fist, you're not going to hurt them as much. You hurt yourself as much. It's just a very simple thing, costs about $4.
So you could step into someone like that.
Oh yeah, painful right in here too, in the deltoid muscle, and also where the muscle groups come together right here. Very painful.
What about mace? Is that still used quite a bit?
Pepper spray is what's being used now. Certain people were not affected too much by mace. Pepper spray, which is stronger than the red peppers you pick in the garden, it's measured in heat units, and this stuff is enough to curl paint, literally. And I've seen it used, and what it does, the eyes are tender, and if a person's just shaved or they got cuts or something like that, and you nail them with pepper spray, the agony starts in about 1 second.
So then you want to run.
Run. Yeah, because this person's going to be blind anyway at the end of the face. Don't sit around asking how they are. You feeling good? Want another shot? Get out of there! Okay. Same way with any move that you do to put a person down on the floor, like a kick or something like that. You don't sit around and say, are you okay? Get out of there!
You don't stay to make sure he's staying down. You've got that distance and you use it
and you run. And you should be able to tell by the way he's screaming and rolling around whether he's going to stay down or not. Especially the groin kick. Very effective on men.